Hi guys, Robert here. After 2000 years of being absent from YouTube, I'm finally back with a new tutorial. Many of you thought that I lost my password or I died, but I haven't. I just worked on a lot of projects, and after doing 100 versions for every single one, in the end, I gave up. I think you can relate. But now, let me show you how to make a chill deep house track. The first thing that I did was to set the tempo to 120 BPM. Then I have searched for something that would spark my inspiration, and I came across this gated synth. To add some high frequencies, I duplicated the synth, and I pitched it up by 1200 cents. For processing, I cut the lower frequencies and used some distortion to enhance the highs even more. Then what kind of deep house track is it without some nice vocals? Initially, when I found the vocals, I wasn't sure if I wanted to use them because they were not recorded that well. However, with some processing, I managed to make them fit with the track.
2 minutes left to midnight. Oh, yeah. 2 minutes left to midnight. Midnight, midnight. 2 minutes left to midnight. Oh, yeah. 2 minutes left to midnight.
To make the vocals sound like this, I added a pitch shifter and slightly lowered the formant. Then I used a lot of equalization to alter the vocal characteristics and enhance clarity. Then I added some saturation and a lot of reverb with delay to create some nice ambience. For the delay, I created a manual sidechain automation. This way the delay becomes audible only when the vocals are not playing. Now that we have the main idea of the track, we can begin incorporating additional elements. Initially, I focused on the mid-low frequencies and I created a straightforward bass line that follows the notes of the gated synth. Then I added a clean sub-bass preset. To ensure there are no conflicting frequencies between the bass and sub-bass, I utilized an equalizer. I applied a low-cut filter to eliminate frequencies below 100 Hz on the mid-bass layer and a high-cut filter on the sub-bass. Next, let me walk you through the drums. I used a short kick drum with several layers of claps. And a straightforward hi-hat. This drum pattern will persist throughout most of the track. However, during the drop I introduced multiple drum loops to add complexity and make the drum beat more engaging. Also, for the 8 bars of the drop, I'm going to introduce some nice chords that have a different rhythm compared to the other elements. to add an extra layer of flavor to the track, I've created vocal chops using the main vocals. In terms of processing, I applied a generous amount of reverb, delay and distortion to enhance their texture and presence. To fill up the empty spaces in the track and introduce additional texture, I used 3 ambient samples. Now let me explain how I plan to structure all these elements. In the intro I will use the vocal chops alongside the drums and the gated synth. Transitioning to the breakdown, I'll introduce the main vocals with the bass line. Moving towards the pre-drop section, I'll incorporate the drum loops, and when the drop hits I'll bring in the plucky synth. Also on the second breakdown I've made some variations, but before showing you that, I'd like to take a moment to thank the sponsor of this video, which happens to be me. Most of the presets and samples used in this tutorial are from my Oxygen EDM Essential Sample Pack. This is a very versatile pack that can be used in multiple genres. It comes with 360 serum presets, 1151 shots and drum loops, 7 project files for FL Studio Ableton and also a stems version. And the first 100 people that use the code selected20 will receive a 20% discount. Link in the description. Back to the tutorial. As mentioned earlier, the second breakdown will have some variations. Initially I introduced a piano hard pan to the left and right with a slight delay. This technique is used to create a spacious and wide sound. Also I used another piano, but this one is pitched an octave higher. Underneath the piano layers I added a raised bass to fill up the lower frequencies. For a duration of 8 bars I changed the rhythm of the drum beat. I also found a speech that I believe will add a nice vibe to the track.
You see here, kid, you gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes after or what came before. You just gotta bend your knees, take a deep breath, and jump. And you might think, what if I fall? Well, what if you fly?
And I incorporated crashes, glitches and various effects to connect and glue together different sections of the track. Let's see how the final results sound like.
about what comes after or what came before. You just gotta bend your knees, take a deep breath, and jump. And you might think,